The Spider Queen.
Wait, but I have a Spider Queen. So let's have a Spider Queen v Spider Queen cage match here.
Please help me. It's horrible. She sucks the innards from her victims. Oh no, no, it's too late. I hear her. The Spider Queen is coming.
Spider Queen?
You're not giving me the Spider Queen for Spider Queen cage match I deserve.
This is a relatively dumb boss fight. Every time you get her to like 33 or 66%, she will run away and spawn some spiders. Then she will drop back down after these are all killed, or after a certain amount of time. And then you repeat the process until she is dead. She can put a plagued poison pool down on the ground. That is the most threatening ability she has. Other than that, she has basic attacks.
I have to say though, the construction of this boss fight kind of lets you know that you've made it, in a sense, right? When you can actually kill her before she even does one of these phasing things. And you're sort of like, it does give that sort of, I guess, smug sense of satisfaction that you get when you go back to like certain games or whatever, where you have something that beats the crap out of you, and you go back and kill it for no reason, but because you can. I'm thinking like, there's that one skeleton, I think, in Duskwood, that like players hated.
Mordladoon.
Yeah, or like the Midgard Zolom in Final Fantasy VII.
To dissolve these waves. Please hurry. I can't hang here like this a moment longer. I'll go mad.
There's no way to let this lady down.
Well, maybe if you picked up the venom over here.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Okay, you do it.
Just saying.
I got it. I forgot about that.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we please leave this horrible place?
You're walking very slowly with your rush to escape.
She was traumatized.
You think we just cleared everything out of there, like it'd be a safe place now?
Yeah.
It was terrible being stuck in there like that. Thank the gods you came along. What are you doing out here?
I seek a man taken by the Coven.
The Coven. I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek. You might have a small bit of trouble reaching there, though. I'm not proud of this, but I stole the staff of a powerful Khazra shaman. The Khazra went mad and chased me to the caves. You can find the staff in my cart in the highlands. If you take it to the Khazra barricade, perhaps they will let you pass.
If you take it to the Khazra barricade, Desecrator. So these things drop fire on the ground, and then that's about it. They just occasionally drop fire on the ground. It hurts you if you stand in it.
But I'm standing in it, and I'm okay.
It is not a very super exciting thing to see on mobs.
Of course, yeah, and I guess right now too, the interesting the part is that right now each of these only has one ability. As you go up in level and difficulty, you'll get like 3, 4, 5 things tacked on.
I believe it is purely based on difficulty now. Or not difficulty, sorry, level.
Oh, okay.
I need to sell some things.
Back to town.
Now that we have a convenient place. So, if you train your blacksmith to maximum level, which is only possible if you get materials from having a higher level character, you get a salvage all button, so you can basically break down any amount of items, or any level of items, just easily salvage all.
It is my favorite button, I think, in the game.
Oh, it didn't salvage my splintered ore, good. And all your followers have a special item that is called a token, Scoundrel token or Templar token, etc. These are unique to them in that they are the only things in the game that can equip them. It gives them various bonuses, mostly to their primary stats.
But there's really only one thing that matters, and it's orange text.
Yeah. And I got my first set of gems, which are topazes. here, I will go to my stash and talk about the rest of them. So, these are all high-end gems, so don't worry about the values too much at this point. But rubies are your basic strength gem. If you put things into your helmet, it gives you a different effect, and if you put things into your weapon, it gives a different effect. So, in this case, for rubies, it'll give you additional base damage, or in your helm, it'll give you bonus EXP. Topazes give you thorns damage if you put them in your weapon, increased chance of magical items, which isn't too useful, and they give you intelligence if you were to put them in something else. Amethyst, life per hit, life percentage, which is a very good stat a lot of the time. It increases your maximum life quite a bit, and vitality. And then diamonds are kind of a weird one, in that the resistance they give is static, but it is... How do I want to say this? The amount they give is static, but it's dynamic in the sense that it's not necessarily a linear increase. If you have more and more resistance, it'll give you less and less. And then finally, emeralds are the most useful thing you can put into your weapon, which is critical hit damage increase. The additional gold for monsters is not that useful, and then dexterity, putting in anything else.
And I guess, well, you know, at that point too, it's a lot of words, right, about things, but like you kind of hit on it. You really only ever put either, yeah, you only put emerald in your weapon, like you're never gonna put anything else. You only put you either put your main stat or resist all in all your other gear, and the helm is either going to be an amethyst, a diamond, or a ruby, depending on what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. And again, this is sort of the... just because they're not... I mean, you can do anything else, but there's really no point. I'm willing to be proven wrong on this, but...
You can do things like put additional gold percent chance, or gold flint, and things like that, but once you get to the point that you don't need gold at all, which is very quickly in this game, it becomes a question of why do you really need this in your life. The reason I said the magic find is not that useful is that it is not multiplied by the difficulty you're on. So it's just a straight up increase. In comparison, things like Torment level will get you like nearly 3,000% increase at max.
An extra 20% doesn't become exciting.
Yeah. There are a whole lot of cosmos, some trees, some savage beasts here.
I guess another point about gems too. I put a ruby in my helm for the increased XP. Actually, I guess I cheated, right? And I put in a max level ruby. This patch in this season actually changed it so that XP, like plus XP gear, actually shares across your entire party. It's not just for me. So even though I'm running around with a huge piece of plus XP gear, I'm not out leveling my companions here. I'm just helping them to level faster along with me. Which I think it's a nice change.
Yeah, that is an enormous change. That was, I guess, this patch. This most recent patch.
Of course, it has created certain things in the meta now where when you're farming high-level greater rifts for XP, that means one person typically is relegated to the role of, here, stack all the plus XP gear you can find and stand there and be useless otherwise. Which that's not necessarily an exciting gameplay dynamic, but I'm not sure how... You're always going to have trade-offs like that, I guess, in games like this.
So this person, it doesn't specify what they have, but they have a passive called Illusionist, which occasionally causes them to morph into multiple copies of themselves, but only one copy actually takes real damage. The others have, like, nearly 10th of the HP and die very quickly. They're just there to distract you.
They hit just as hard as the regular copy, though. Or the original, I suppose. Which makes for some exciting times. There's some mob types that hit very, very hard, and when you suddenly go from having 5 of them on screen to like 15, it gets exciting.
On the plus side, they can body block themselves. Cuts from barricade.
Oh sweet, they just opened the doors for us, how nice. What thoughtful goat, man.
They want their staff back.
Looks, do you have the staff in your inventory?
No. It is a quest item. Thing they've done away with. For the most part.
Don't give it to him, it's your staff now. I'm wondering though, if that goat man was there at the wagon with the staff, why was he hanging out there, like hiding? Why didn't he just take it and go back?
I don't know.
Oh, I see you got Disintegrate, the anime princess.
You have a nice, pretty lazy beam.
Pew pew.
I really enjoy that spell quite a bit. It's probably one of my favorite on the wizard. No, I take it back. It's easily my favorite.
No, blessed shield. Yes. This should be fun. So, just because you are a more or less relegated as a melee class does not mean you do not get ranged abilities. I now have a skill called Justice, which is a ranged DPS attack, and I now have Captain America shields as well, which actually do pretty reasonable damage at this point.
My cool zombie dude best friend. He now cleaves and does cold damage.
Okay, we have to go around to the thing here. We're making it to Leoric's Manor. I could have swore there was a waypoint or something too. Maybe I'm wrong.
And this is one of those things too where there's quite a few like we didn't uncover most of the zone, but because the overworld here is the same every time, we kind of know
Where we're going pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you probably won't see a whole lot is there's all kinds of random events and stuff that happen in the in different areas in the map.
Nightmarish enemies will occasionally fear you, which causes you to run away. That's their whole shtick.
I believe that fear happens. I believe when you take damage from them.
Yes. By themselves, it's not too threatening. It becomes threatening when you have things like Frozen Pulse or anything like that, and they start fearing you into those locations where those things are. It's a very pretty looking shield.
Straight in the house we go. Or not.
Be a good battle.
Gain enchanted enemies. Also, a thing about Fallen Sword and abilities like it, just because I am using it currently for offense doesn't mean it can't be used for defense. You can use it's a targeted ability, so you can use it to just get away from anything as well.
I saw you almost die to that shit.
I did not. Did not.
Yes, you
That didn't happen. Nothing happened. See, look, a spider.
Burn in the light.
I didn't realize the witch doctor was so into bowling. He's really pumped about this perfect strike or whatever that just happened.
I require more rest.
So this isn't another location that has the same layout every time. So I know there are lexicons in here, so that is what I'm looking for. Or lectern.
Orders on the stairs.
Uh-oh, what is Magda ordering us to do?
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named Leah. My spies tell me she is the child of the witch Adria, who is hiding in the deserts of Chaldeum. Bring this news to the Master at once.
Magda seems like a Taco Bell kind of chick.
What?
Oh, I want nachos now.
I don't know, I'm just trying to guess what Magda was going to order for lunch. I assume that's what those orders were.
Yes. So you occasionally see numbers that pop up as bigger numbers. Those are crits, or critical hits, which at this point they do double damage. There is a stat in the game called critical hit damage, which increases that value, so it can go multiplicatively high.
She's unstoppable. No mortal could slaughter our brethren with such ease. She is here.
Not help her. Delay her while I prepare her demise in the depths below.
They did horrible things to us.
Did you see a man in rags?
Yes, the man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into Leoric's old torture chambers below us.
You have done your duty, friend. I will deal with Magda.